So when I told a friend recently that Thomas had compared timeless wisdom training to the Hogwarts school in the Harry Potter books, my friend who's here said, I think I'd call it more like a Navy SEALs version of the spiritual practice. And I totally get that, because it's demanding, you know, like Thomas asks for a lot, but mixed in with all that intensity and that dedication is so much humor and lightheartedness and playfulness. So we've all, you know, we've given it everything we've had for 2 years. We've gone, like when I look at the Sangha, I know everyone in that room has gone through wild storms, you know, and it makes me respect them from the core of my being. But we've also had a lot of fun together.
I had no idea what to expect in coming into it. In Thomas's work, I've just had a draw. The first time I went to an open evening, there was something that resonated me as being very authentic. And I think the first thing I discovered is that I carried a lot of fear. Now, I knew my sister did and my dad did, but I figured not me. And somehow I discovered I had it. And then I decided, well, I'm gonna do what Thomas says and accept the fear, and maybe in about one night it'll be gone and I can move on to other things. So that's how naive I was to begin this journey.
The multi-dimensional nature of what's going on here is hard to really get a sense of unless you're actually here, because in every other, I've done a lot of training in my life, and in every other training, you know, if it's a psychological training, then you're working on that level. If it's a therapeutic training, you're working on that level. If it's a spiritual training, it's very transcended and you're focusing on the transpersonal. And here, it's everything, you know, it's everything. And Thomas has made it very clear from the beginning that the therapeutic work and the spiritual practice, like the light meditations that we do and the meditation work, they're not the same. They're different practices, but in this training they're integrated and they support each other. And I think that's very, very unique to TWT. I've never seen this kind of integration anywhere else.
I am an acupuncturist, I've been an acupuncturist for 20 years. So I was teaching these workshops, and then I met Thomas about 4 years ago. And he brought everything that I knew to a level that was much deeper than anyone I've ever encountered before. And I saw him getting results working with people instantaneously that were deeper than I saw lots of other practitioners getting after weeks or months or even years of different kinds of therapy.
These 2 years have been some of the most challenging 2 years of my life. But I made that choice to go into this work. It's when I learned the walking meditation that I learned that I was much more capable than what I ever thought I was. And I continued to walk more, and almost every woman in the Sangha joined me as I walked. It was like they were sharing their strength with me and their energy. Like I had come to a place where I found family and acceptance for who I am. I can live passionately even with muscular dystrophy. I feel a yes when I wake up in the morning. A yes to life. A yes to this practice. A yes to my divine purpose.